While the world's attention is fixed on dramatic images of missiles streaking across the skies between the US, Israel, and Iran, and headlines are dominated by military maneuvers and political statements, a quieter, less visible crisis is unfolding in the Horn of Africa, a region that rarely makes global news, but whose fate is deeply intertwined with these distant conflicts. Ethiopia and Somaliland, though geographically far from the front lines, are feeling the ripple effects of war. Their economies, already fragile and struggling to recover from years of drought and instability, are being shaken by forces beyond their control. The lifelines that connect them to the world, vital trade routes through the Red Sea, steady supplies of fuel, and much-needed foreign investment, are threatened. As global markets react to the conflict, shipping lanes are disrupted, insurance costs soar, and investors grow wary. For ordinary people in these nations, the consequences are immediate and severe. Food prices are rising, fuel is becoming scarce, and development projects that promised hope for the future are grinding to a halt. The threat isn't from bombs or bullets, but from hunger, unemployment, and lost opportunities. This story isn't just about war in the Middle East. It's a reminder of how interconnected our world has become. A conflict thousands of miles away can send shockwaves that devastate economies and disrupt lives in places most people never think about. For Ethiopia and Somaliland, the coming months will be a test of their resilience, resourcefulness, and ability to adapt in the face of global turmoil. Their struggle is an example of how, in today's world, no nation is truly isolated from the storms that rage beyond its borders. The Red Sea is a vital artery for global trade, connecting the Mediterranean to the Indian Ocean. Every day, hundreds of ships carry essential goods through these waters, supporting economies across continents. Rising tensions and military threats now endanger this lifeline. Naval patrols are common, and some ships are forced to reroute, adding weeks to journeys and raising costs. For the Horn of Africa, disruptions mean shortages, lost jobs, and economic instability, turning a global crisis into a local emergency. Ethiopia, Africa's second most populous country, faces a unique challenge. It is completely landlocked. Nearly all its trade depends on Djibouti's port, making Ethiopia vulnerable to disruptions far beyond its borders. When shipping costs rise or conflict erupts, prices for essentials like bread soar in Addis Ababa, hitting families and businesses hard. For Ethiopia, distant events can quickly become a crisis at home, reminding millions how vulnerable they are to the world beyond. Somaliland's future hinges on the port of Berbera, a project meant to transform the region into a trade hub. War in the Red Sea region scares off investors and partners, stalling progress. Rising shipping costs and insurance premiums make Berbera less attractive, threatening its viability as an alternative to Djibouti. If the port sits idle, Somaliland loses vital revenue and jobs. The dream of economic independence and international recognition is suddenly in jeopardy. For Somaliland, the US-Iran conflict isn't just distant news. It's a direct threat to its future. The fate of Berbera now hangs in the balance. The US-Iran conflict has sent oil prices soaring, with Brent crude threatening to break $90 a barrel. Ethiopia and Somaliland, both oil importers, are hit hard. Fuel, transport, and food costs all spike. Higher fuel prices mean more expensive transportation, pricier food, and rising costs for businesses. Agriculture and manufacturing suffer as operational costs climb, leading to job losses and inflation. Governments must choose between costly subsidies or letting citizens bear the brunt. For families already struggling, higher fuel and food prices can be devastating. The oil shock acts like a tax on the entire economy, slowing growth and deepening hardship. A distant conflict is now an economic emergency at home. Foreign investment is crucial for Ethiopia and Somaliland's growth, but war breeds fear. Investors see the Red Sea region as unstable, delaying or canceling projects. Ethiopia's industrial ambitions and Somaliland's port dreams both depend on outside capital. Now, supply chain risks and regional instability make investors hesitate or look elsewhere. This stalls job creation, infrastructure, and technology transfer, key ingredients for progress. The perception of instability can undo years of effort to attract investment. The shadow of conflict threatens to freeze the future. The bombs may fall far away, but the economic shockwaves hit Ethiopia and Somaliland hardest. Disrupted trade, soaring prices, and vanishing investment threaten their stability and hopes for growth. The Red Sea, once a lifeline, is now a source of risk and uncertainty. For Ethiopia, it means higher prices for everything. For Somaliland, it puts the Berbera dream on hold. The real war here is economic, fought in markets, ports, and households. The cost of conflict is paid in breadlines, stalled projects, and lost opportunities. For millions in the Horn of Africa, the battle for economic survival has just begun.